Yo, what's up? What's up? What up, everybody? Hey, John Sanders here with Limitless Soups. This episode is brought to you by our 3 to 6 year old book called The Kid Who Found a Basketball. I don't talk about this book enough, but it's an amazing book, especially for young kids, but for everyone in general, because on every other page it has a little kid's story where, get away from the light, focus, right there. On this side, there's a little kid story. On the other side, there's a whole bunch of big kid stories. And they're the stories that basically I've been telling like since the beginning of our program. So there's like way too much light to see it. It doesn't matter. But yes, it's an amazing book, even though I wrote it, because I basically stole all the material. I mean, I wrote the story, but I mean the story is like him just meeting some great basketball players who did their thing that I've learned so much from, and I put down what I've been taught over my entire life into this book. And it's not as like thick as this book, but it also says that it's for the 3 to 6 year olds. But I think it's good for any age. It is cheaper than our bigger book. It only costs $50 or just one coin. But I believe this one is one that you can carry with you. You can memorize some of the stuff. It also gives our clinic tips in here within the little kid story. It are clinic tips to memorize. So if you try to remember all, like, let's say 10 offensive skills clinic tips, this is the best book to practice that, where you're trying to memorize those things so that you can apply those things to the games. So yes, buy that book. What's poppin', Tasmanian Devil? I see you, Kieran and Declan Love. What's up, Teo Trujillo? The usual suspects are here. Please, if you're here, comment that you're here in the comment section, and let's begin. I am going to Aurora today, Aurora. All right, and you guys who are here in Broomfield, especially you three, are not at the original place at the original time. You were at a sooner time. You were at 6 o'clock today. That's 6 like this, or 6 in Chinese like this. And you guys will be at Vantage Point. So don't mess that up. And you also have Coach Randy and Coach Zach taking care of you guys. All right. Well, I will be going to Aurora. For Aurora, it's also not at the original time and place. This one is at Falcon Creek, if I'm saying that right. I know that's how you pronounce Falcon Creek. I just want to know if I'm saying the right location. Falcon Creek. No, it's at Falcon Creek Middle School on South Genoa, and it's at 7:30. So we got a late one, and when we arrived to the tryouts of all the Rev Up guys, and I think most of them, hopefully some of them stay too, so they can stay for our workouts as well. All right, that's where my dad used to go to school. That's where I used to go to school. No way! Back when it was called Huron Middle School. Yes, that was when I first moved to Colorado, halfway through my 8th grade year, and I got to slip on ice for the first time at Huron Middle School, because I showed up, during the winter time, and I was walking, and everyone's like, "Oh, look, see that's called black ice. Black people need to walk on that ice." And I said, "Okay, I'll try." Next thing I know, I'm 10 feet in the air, falling my butt. It's still one of the only times that I've fallen really hard. I think overall, I've probably fallen maybe 3 times in the history of my life in ice. But it was like the first week, and everyone knew me as the kid from Hollywood. Oh, the big, huge black dude. Oh, it's interesting. Oh, he's a nerd. Oh my God, did you see him fall? We knew he was gonna fall because no one warned me about anything. But yeah, so Huron Middle School was my school. If your dad went there, that's a great alumni. I like it. All right. Anyways, moving on, we also have our basketball tournament for this Saturday. All right. We will know the schedule hopefully by tomorrow. I do know though that there's a whole 10 high school teams that will be in this. So our high school team, we're going to be going against some pretty good guys. And I told them to put a 4th grade team in for us, 7th grade team, and a high school team. Our high schoolers aren't signing up. They just aren't. I don't think that Rohit signed up. I don't think that Connor signed up. I don't believe so still. So, but I didn't want to take a chance, and I was like, there's only one high school division, so it is what it is. I think we're about to go out there and get shellackled, but we have a few people. I see some 8th graders on here. Do I see any 9th graders? I don't. I don't see. I see a couple of 8th graders. It is. Oh no, right there. There goes one. There goes one. We got Husk. All right, so we have Ethan. Ethan signed up. All right, so we'll have a couple of high schoolers. Hey, it is what it is. All right, we're there to get better. Make sure that you guys are doing so, and don't be afraid to play, because the other people, they're just as afraid as you are. As I'm going around trying to like show people my idea for like making Colorado a real basketball state, the people outside of the state have asked me some pretty profound questions. The one question is, wait a minute, is there even a market for what you're trying to do? And what they're saying is, do the kids in Colorado even want to be good? And I was like, well, no, not right now. I have to change everything. And they're like, oh my God. Oh my. There's no market for what we're doing. There's no one that even wants to be good in Colorado. Sure, if they can snap their fingers, they want to be good. But no one even wants to work. That's not a bad thing. That is actually a great thing. This means that basically we are at the beginning of the gold rush. All right? When everyone's getting gold and everyone's getting rich, everyone starts to mine for gold. But by that time, all the gold is gone. But before people even know what that gold is valuable or know that gold are in them darn hills, all right, that's the time to go strike. We are definitely before the gold rush. There is not a lot of kids going, if I work hard, I can make the NBA. Because as soon as you get to that point, it's going to be like New York, and everyone's going to be working so hard that you're going to be drowned out. It is fantastic that no one's working hard, but it is easy if everyone's going for gold, right? If everyone's running for gold, you're like, oh, I should run in that direction. Oh, if everyone's running for gold, they're hitting the rocks, and now you get to get deeper because they hit the rock before you. If everyone's going for gold, you have to wake up even earlier, because if you don't, they will take all the gold that day, right? So it is easier when everyone's going, but it's also harder to find gold. All right? That's like a balance. Isn't that a weird balance? It's like when no one wants gold and that inspiration isn't there, you don't really want to go out and get it. Then when everyone wants gold and the inspiration's there, now it's all gone. So you have to train yourself to go against the herd mentality. You have to train yourself that when everyone's going, what are we doing? Gold's stupid. NBA stupid. Hard work stupid. And then what time do you have to wake up in the morning to go get gold? 6 o'clock. I want to wake up at noon. Where's the gold? In the hills? Oh man, where's the hard work? At Limitless Hoops? Nah, I don't want that. And then you're going to have to be like, yo, I'm going to go to the mountains, y'all, to go get some gold. And you have to go by yourself. And it's lonely. No one's there to talk to you. There's no yeehaws and stuff like that. And it's hard to hit it. It's hard to keep picking because no one else is helping you. And you keep going. But the first people that found gold are still ruling this country to this day, like Rockefeller and things like that, and those people are like now passing it off to the generation and generations after them because they went early. All right, Oklahoma Sooners was named after the people that ditched the request by the government to stay behind a line. They said, don't cross this line. At midnight, we can cross the line, and then you guys can go look for gold. And as soon as like midnight hit, everyone started running, looking for spots, and there were people already there. There were people already in Oklahoma, and they're like, you guys are cheaters. You guys left before. That's why they're called the Oklahoma Sooners, because they left too soon. They should be called the Oklahoma Cheaters. So you guys, you get a chance to go soon on this. You get a chance to be basically cheaters by working hard before everyone else will start to work hard. But know that once you do, and you start to catch them, they will start to work hard. It's not that big a formula. It's just every single day, right? And we already wrote our formula in a stupid book that they can just copy off of. Yeah, they're going to be coming after us as soon as we catch them. So heads up for that. Next thing, our pointless stuff. I am getting the Airbnb tomorrow. We just got, so this is who's officially on our list in our Airbnb. Sign up for the tournament. I don't know if they have tickets yet, but they've paid extra money. We got to get the Airbnb for them. We have me, Gabby, and Gunner's dad as the 3 people that will be the adults in the room, okay? And then we have Gunner, just got added today. We have Connor, we have Noah, we have Ethan, and we have Dom, Big Dom. Those are the official people, and I'm pretty sure Dalton is going to be added. The people who not signed up, but they're signing for the tournament, include like Rohit, and then a couple of more, but we'll definitely have 6, possibly 9, all right, for this tournament, but definitely 6. All we need are 5. All right, and we already have 6 staying with us in the same place, at least 5 staying with us in the same place. We are good to go. All right, so get ready to go. Getting a place for 8 people, I'll get it for 9. That'll be a pretty big place. So I think it should be mansion size too. If I'm paying $1,000+ it should be a nice place. So heads up for that tournament. Make sure that you guys get your tickets as well as early as possible, so those are as cheap as possible. And then signing up for the tournament, I will also now officially do that too. So I'm super excited for that. All right, the next thing we got is our YouTube video for the day. I don't even know what it was. I do not know what the YouTube video was. I literally don't. I'm checking it right now. All right, the YouTube video for today. What is it? Let me see. My subscriptions. I'm subscribed to myself, and it is a question. Oh, but is it a paradox? I don't even know what that means. Is it a paradox? So I was answering a question that was asked in the comment section. I will do this once a month. So that would be me answering questions online. If you ever have a question, you can put it in a comment section on any video at all, including this one, but just not in the live chat. It just has to be like a recorded one, an archive one, so I can take a snapshot of it. If you have any questions at all about the bigger questions about like life, about basketball, you can put it in the comment section, then I will answer them once a month. So that's what I did today, and I believe that's all that we're talking about. Moving on to the quote of the day. Quote of the day today is, what's done is done. All right. I was kind of speaking of this when my brother Bryson was talking about how Michael Porter Jr. is great. He's basically a Hall of Fame before his injuries. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He never did anything in the NBA. He goes, well, he was injured right when he got into the NBA, so I'm like, so it doesn't count. He's not on the same level as Derrick Rose. You can't say that. Because, I mean, what's done is done. He just got hurt early and it was done. That's just how it is. All right? And you want to have that. You want to have that philosophy because you have to move on to the next step. And sometimes it's negative. Actually, heck, usually it's negative. But sometimes it's also positive, where you throw up a backward shot from half court and it goes in, and you're just like, yo, hey, it counts. And you let it count. You don't blow it off. You don't say like, oh, I was lucky. That's the only reason I won. That's double negative. Because when you mess up and you miss the last second shot, you're like, I shouldn't have missed the last second shot. So if you do bad, you're going to say it's bad. And if you do good, you're going to say it's bad. So good luck and bad luck are the same bad. That's stupid. Don't be saying that kind of stuff, right? Anything that you do, you can just turn it around. Now, you should definitely take the credit. Take the blame when it's your fault. Definitely. But how about when it's like not your fault? I mean, say it's your fault anyways, because you lost. 'Cause that was the overall goal. So if you did actually badly in the game, but you guys won, you can say, you know what, there are things that I did do well. Or if you did it all, you can just say, yeah, I did well as well. All right, you can always flip things to make it to your advantage or to your disadvantage. But I say do it evenly. All right, and whatever you choose, after it's done, it's done. You move on. You move on to the next thing. All right, you can't dwell on something in the past. What's done is done. All right, and the referee calls a bad call. Move on. Someone hit you in the face. Move on. You didn't get playing time that game. Move on. All right, because now you have to move on to the next thing. Now you can let it positively affect you, like if you want to go shoot 1,000,000 shots that night or whatever. But you got to sooner or later eventually make that a part of who you are. All right, it has to just be who you are, like what you do, and that's just who you would like to be. So you realize that there are some people in this life who just like to run, and there's some people in this life who just like to shoot every day. Some people in this life who like to lift weights every day. Right? There's different types of people. So everything that you need to become a great basketball player, like let's say it's jump rope. Some people just like to do jump rope for fun. You have to not work hard to get somewhere. You have to make working hard just who you are, whether you get somewhere or not. So when you make it to the NBA, that's not the time that you stop working out. When you make it to the NBA, that's not the time that you start working out. You have to create that persona that you're going to live that way your entire life, whether it be for basketball or for anything else. So if you want to be the person that gets up early in the morning, you just have to start doing that now. And you can't say, yeah, it's going to happen. Whenever it happens, that's when I'll start that person. No. You got to create that person right now. So you're either a hard worker or you're not. And then again, if you can live that way, then you really don't have to worry about anything else. And after each instance in life, whether it be good or bad, you can look back and you can say, what's done is done, and just let it slide, because you truly put 100% into it. Nothing else matters. All right, it's what we're doing for the workouts today. We got the future stuff is elementary 101, hurdles for losers, King's drills coming up, chair duo, extended Monoginobili layups, athletic finish coming up, ladder to side step series. Make sure that you guys practice that stuff beforehand. All right, post it online if you want some homework credit. All right, and that's what we will be doing in the coming days. For the high school stuff, that's the stuff that we did in the past. We did 101, no steals, no blocks. I like that drill a lot because you get to shoot shots, but also learn how to play defense correctly. Then make 15 threes in 3 minutes. It's a fantastic goal. All right, line jumps to shots. We did the line jumps in that gym. All right, we have to move fast from those line jumps. You got to make it squeaky. You got to make it squeaky. Got to make it squeaky. Also did some tap series. It's a hard move, but it's good. It's a good one to learn. It makes every other move easier. 21 by 3 jumps. So just jumping up and down, and then quick ball touches. That's all the stuff that we did in the past. Stuff that we're doing tonight, all right, is alley-oops, all right, where we throw the ball up and run and catch it in the air and then score it. Or we can bounce it off the backboard to ourselves, or throw it off the backboard to ourselves, or bounce it to our teammate. I don't know, throw it behind your back to your teammate cutting. Any kind of alley-oop that you have, you can bounce it to yourself as you jump in the air early. You can throw it up late so it can bounce like a slam dunk contest. Any kind of alley-oops that you can time your passes, time your jumps, catch in the air, and then readjust to score. All things that will help you get better. This is a fun one. Get good at it. Then, of course, there's wall passes, passing off the wall. Anchor layups is one that I'll talk about as well, where we have 2 balls on the block or further out, they're taller. They want to reach forward with their chest toward the baseline, get the ball up fast, step in, and then jump up and twist and score, and then sprint to the other one as 2 other people are replacing your basketballs. All right. As for the other ones, you guys can see what we're doing by watching the screen. All right. So for the wall passes, again, going off the wall, pass the ball to the same hand, twist. See the accuracy of these passes? The accuracy. I'm going to throw it and catch it off the wall precisely. With the right hand, with the left hand, alternate, and with both. All right? And you want to aim small, miss small, and be able to do these passes. You see our young kids cannot do this stuff. It is hilarious. All right? So, again, even throwing behind the back, that's not good enough. You got to throw more accurately, okay? So think about it like that. Accurate. Then moving on to deflect to layup. Again, you just rotate through like this, pass the ball easily to that guy. Hand the passing lane, hit the ball down, catch it, and go for a layup. Again, we are now the little kids that can't do stuff. Alright, it is kind of bad that we can't do this, but other teams do it to us, they steal the ball from us. And imagine during this stuff, you guys missing the pass. They're trying to let you catch it. It should not be hard. Alright, so deflect to layup pass, understand it, have the ball side for that ball side hand up. Alright, and be able to do this. It should be simple. And then so simple, you should be backing up to even half court and trying to do it. Alright, next one. You got zigzag to sprint D. Make sure that you sprint and turn the defense. Again, Kieran is the master at this, man. He really does well at doing this. Again, you sprint, turn them, and then you want to tap the ball with the inside hand, and they have the other hand outside, kind of like being there for potential passes. Alright? And you don't want to slap your feet together like that, but you want to turn and run. Next one. We got point blank layups. This is just straight up, just right there. Try not to move your feet too much. Alright, so make sure that you are about even with the baseline with your chest, so you can just catch it and juggle it in. Shoot with the right hand, and we'll try with the left hand. Alright, or strong hand, weak hand. And then your goal is to make like 35 in a minute would be a good score. Alright, that's about it. So let's see who's doing the homework. What kind of homework got the Phil Handy dribbles? Nice job. I personally have played against Phil Handy. I know him. I kicked his butt. But, I mean, he's a lot older than I am. Explanation of Friday workout as I need peeps. All right. Teo doing some stuff. Other drills. I like it. Step by step. Getting better, everybody. Keep getting better. Keep holding people accountable. I noticed that Gunner posted that one day, but he didn't post the next day. Hold him accountable. He wants to be held accountable. I believe so. And Wyatt swears he wants to be ran every single time. He swears he wants it, so hold him accountable. Make him do that stuff. All right. Anyways, let's check out our story of the day. Hopefully the volume's up louder today. All right. If you guys can't hear it, just let me know. Maybe it's just low on my end. It might be high on your end, so we'll see. All right. Watch the story of the day. Being named team captain is an honor one must deserve. But if you wouldn't give up that honor to a talented player on your team whose ego needed that title in order to play well, then maybe you're not so deserving of that honor either. A true captain will win with or without the limelight. You know, I have actually received a lot of pushback against this video. I've asked, normally when I talk to like kids, they're like, I don't get it. I don't know anything. And then I talk to like adults, like their parents, and they're like, sometimes they're like, I don't know what that means. But then I'll speak to like basketball players, like guys that have played like in college, guys that play overseas, maybe the pros, and I'm like, what do you think? And then they're usually like, I believe the same as you, John. This one though is the highest up theory of mine, where high level people do not agree. And I'll even get some low level people agreeing. So it's like a mixed bag, and I think this is just the type of people that people are. I truly believe that if you're the captain of your team, you don't need a medal that says, I'm the captain. And if you had a medal like that, if you had a medal that said, I'm the captain, I'm the best, a true captain would give that medal to some loser kid who does not deserve it, but that can help the team. But he was only willing to help the team if he got that medal. Because there are some kids like that who would only step it up if they were made like captain of the team and feel all special. Oh, I'm special. Let him do it. Give him more money, please. But a lot of people would say, nah. If I'm not captain, I'm sad because I deserve to be captain. If you're like that, you probably are that second person. All right, there's a person on the team who deserves to be captain and isn't captain, and then there's a person on some team somewhere that doesn't deserve to be captain and is captain. If you're the type of person who you think in your mind you deserve to be captain, and they don't give it to you, and you will act less like a captain because you didn't get it, you weren't a captain to begin with. Because you should be able to do whatever it takes to win that game, especially if it's something as stupid as like being named captain. Now, it's an honor to be named captain. I was captain for 3 years in college. I was captain of my high school team. It's an honor. You go out there, you don't get to warm up as much as everyone else. You have to talk to the stupid refs and other captainly things. It's fantastic. It's great. I was also president of my 6th grade class. Sure. Whatever. I don't need those things. I didn't need those things. Since I was that person, I took the responsibility. I thought it was cool that I had the role. I even had it on my resume. I was captain, I think. I don't know if I did. But, dude, I didn't need it. It's just a title. It's just a title. And if I had a choice between my team winning or me having that title, I'm choosing my team winning every time. And I don't care who I have to give the stupid title to. I don't care if I give it to the meanest guy, the worst player in the world, his dad is the coach. Sure, give it to him. Make him and his dad feel good. I just want to win. And I told all my players something like that in Lithuania. We were like, I guess like kind of starting to win because they were playing me more, and everyone hated our coach. He didn't play me. I was MVP of the season eventually after we won the championship. He didn't play me more than 2 minutes the first 6 games. That's how bad he thought I was, and then I switched it around to how good I was. He thought I was the worst player in the league. I ended up being the best player in the league. That's how off he was. And I still, after like our 15th game or something, I told all my teammates, our goal is to make him coach of the year. And they were like, hell nah, John, he's a horrible coach. Our goal is to get him fired. And they wanted to go out there and lose games to get him fired. And or do badly, or when he subbed them in, they would just do bad. Be like, oh, I'm gonna show you how stupid you are. How does that make him look bad when he subs you in? You should do extra well. So I told him our goal is to make him coach of the year, and we did. We literally got him coach of the year, and at the end, this guy was drunkenly coming up to me, I love you, man, I love you. That's the only English words he ever said to me was stop, time out, and no. And then, I love you, man. That was our whole, thing. You got to understand that. It doesn't matter. All right. Moving on to the movie of the day. And then we got some... I'll talk about that in a second. We'll do trivia question of the day. Trivia question is an easy one, but a weird one. We're going Olympics today. The Olympics. All right. Here's the question. The Olympic torch is lit in which city each year? That's the question. Each 4 years, sorry. Alright, where is the Olympic torch lit? Alright, where is the Olympic torch lit? Which city is the Olympic torch lit? Alright, it's like a big thing, and then they bring it 26 miles, they run with it, but then they pass along the baton, with the fire. Where does it start? Which city is it lit? I want to know which city. Not state or country, but the city. All right, that's the question. That's the question. I'll give you guys to the end of the show. Athens, is that the answer? That is not the answer. That is the answer. Oh man, that was kind of a trick question. That was kind of a trick question because it did start in Athens, but it's lit in Olympia. Olympia. All right. The Olympics originated in Greece. All right. Probably the first modern Olympics were held in Athens, Greece, but they're lit in Olympia, Greece. So that makes Kieran. Kieran is the winner. He's at 5 right now. Great job. Nice try. You did beat him though. You did beat him, but you got the wrong answer. Nice try, you guys. Moving on to our movie of the day. This one, got to talk about it quickly, but it's Cinderella Man. Alright, and this is obviously about a man who wore a glass slipper and tried to date a prince and had stepsisters. No, I'm sorry. This is a boxing movie. It's a boxing movie about the Great Depression. Alright, it does not sound good because it says Cinderella Man, right? No, it's so good. It's so amazing. This guy was basically a bad fighter forever, and he's a down and out fighter, and also he lost so much money during the Great Depression, his family couldn't even eat. Decides to start boxing again, even though he sucked at boxing before, and all of a sudden, he starts to be great. And it was because he kept thinking about his kids not eating. And he's fighting against this huge guy who just kills people. Literally killed 2 people in the ring just with a punch. And that's when he has to fight. That guy's kid actually became a movie star. The real guy, Max Baer. His kid became a Beverly Hillbillies movie star. He was Jethro. But yes, anyways, great movie. I'm going to give it 49 stars for Cinderella Man. Watch this movie. It is, I believe, the 7th grade movie of the month. Alright, yes, Cinderella Man. Watch it, man. Watch it. Last thing is our John Morant update. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, John Morant got an 8-game suspension for his detrimental conduct to the league. I do like the way that they stated that because he wasn't doing anything illegal per se, but it makes the league look bad, which gets the league less money, which means that he should get less money when that's what they're saying, basically. You can't be doing stuff like that. You guys have to realize that you are not just on an island by yourself. You affect everything. You affect your family's name. You affect your school's name, your team's name. So every time that you do something bad, it falls back upon everybody. And if you live life like that, it's a good way to live, especially in the world in which we live together. All right, try to do well, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you, and that's not what Ja Morant was doing recently. So I'm in favor of this ban. I don't think it's that like, he does get to come back. All right, guns aren't like necessarily evil. All right, but like the way that he was handling it, and it's just detrimental. It's detrimental conduct. Period. All right. So Ja does need to grow up. Make sure that you guys never go down that route. And that's about it. Make sure that our quote of the day today is "What's done is done." And you know what? This show is done. All right. Talk to y'all soon. Peace out.